growing up Mexican American in the Midwest. There definitely wasn't that many Mexicans in my high school, but I was around a lot of Mexican people and a lot of people of color because of church. I started music. I started playing and singing in church. I started making music when I was 17. It's like I would release these songs. They just got playlisted. My friends were like, oh, you should do a show. Play here, play here, play here, play here. As long as somebody gave us a platform or a stage or like had a microphone or a whole setup, like it was gonna be fun, like we were down. When I got signed, I didn't understand why. It was so strange. I was like, why would you want to sign, me? Or like, why would you want to, And it felt like I had to impress like the people that have already signed to me. So when I was making the first version of Ivory, when I was making it, it was very much so that version of myself. So I started working with a bunch of people, like 20 different producers. Prior to that, I've only worked with myself. I do all these songs, and then we're about to shoot the first video, and I had a close friend of mine at the time tell me, you hate this music, you don't like this music, make new music. So then I was like, oh man, okay, like what should I do? Like, I remember he was like, set a date for yourself. You have to finish, like just set a date. Make that date 3 months from now. I remember calling my manager, like I said, hey, you're gonna be really mad. I know we're shooting the video tomorrow, but can we cancel everything? I remember doing that call, everyone freaks out. Everyone's like, oh, Omar, what's wrong? I was like, everything is wrong. It's like, everything is wrong. I need to go into a cabin in Idlewild and make an entire new album, and I'll play it for you November 5th. I was just working and working and working and working. I didn't have the luxury of convenience when it came to making music. Like, it was like, this is all or nothing. Like, if I go back to Indiana after this, you know what I mean? So I finished the album. I'm getting ready to play it for the people I promised that I would have it ready for. But they didn't know that I was gonna have like a fully sequenced, fully written, done, almost mixed album. Like, I really went for, like, I had every song, like everything was, lined up. Like, I said, this is it. This is what I want to come out. This is it, So I made Evergreen over there. I made like all, Petrified, these songs that changed my life. For the Grammys when I got nominated, I was in Atlanta. I was gonna play a show. I don't wanna like wake up in the morning and like wait for it. But obviously my team had totally different plans. They came busted into my hotel room with a camera crew. They pull it up. My manager was like recording on his phone. As soon as they said my name, he tackles me while screaming. And so then I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I just got nominated for a Grammy. And my dad thinks that every award is a Grammy. Like, he doesn't know the difference. They just sent me a video of them with their receiving like the platinum plaque. And my mom is like recording my dad and saying like, we don't know what a platinum plaque is, but we're so proud of you. Like, obviously every song I write is super gay, and it's like, just very obvious, but that's just who I am. That's just the truth. Like, that's just, what else am I gonna write about, When I first started doing shows, it was all queer Latino kids, and it felt like community, it felt like home. If these kids would come up to me with the same exact story, like, my parents are from here, they're immigrants, I'm also queer. I never had anyone like that growing up, where you could feel, you see them yourselves in reflections of their lives, or whatever it is, like pieces of it. Even my dad called me the other day, said the most beautiful thing, because he's really religious, but he's like super open. And he was just like saying how happy he was that I was singing to a generation of kids who can see themselves through me, or like be able to find comfort in knowing that like queer people can be inspired. I don't know. That's the goal, is to just inspire.